Well, Brian Daboll, you sure created a spark on this one. Not the spark that we Giants fans was hoping for. You created a spark in the conversation of you.
You've been terrible at everything you've done. We don't want you here. We don't want you anywhere.
Daboll!
You're fired. Get out of here. You're fired.
That's right. The conversation arises now. Are you really the future head coach of the New York Football Giants? Well, another miserable week. I wasn't expecting nothing less. Tampa Bay absolutely dominated from front to back, nonstop. There wasn't one point where I was like, "Oh my goodness, we stand a chance." Nope, nope. Our defense was just as terrible as they have been recently. Offense was what the offense is. We just have a smaller quarterback now, who, when he gets touched up, and our O line loves to let our QB get touched up. When he gets touched up, he can't take it like big old DJ used to, you know. So that was a bit scary. I thought we had locked in, ready to go. I thought he was coming in next, but Tommy is a tough cookie. But yeah, I didn't even want to make a video on Daniel Jones release or benching. I know a lot of people was excited about that. I'm worried. I don't know what the future holds. I never felt like Daniel Jones was the issue. I felt like the team around him. I feel like the wide receiver coach needs to get fired ASAP. These wide receivers don't look like other teams. And I'm going to explain to you why. I was watching the Tampa Bay Buccaneers play against the 49ers. I only watched the highlights. I seen them play Kansas City Chiefs. I only seen the highlights. And all three teams looked like real teams. See, I only watched the Giants. Maybe some highlights of the upcoming opponent, but I only watched the Giants. And when the Giants are done with the season, which is another early one, I am done. I'm not watching the postseason. Unless it's one of our division rivals, I'm rooting for them to lose. That's about it. That's the way I work. You know what I mean? It's just who I am. As I was watching Tampa Bay versus the 49ers, it was amazing to see real football teams. I mean, the wide receivers were catching. The running backs were running. They were catching as well. Tight ends was catching. I mean, Kittle, monster. Baker Mayfield out there looking like something. The defenses are tackling. They're not missing no tackles. I was so impressed by both teams, and I was so impressed by Tampa. I was like, oh my goodness, I don't want to see them on Sunday. So like I kept going 50-50. Should I make a video beforehand? But I knew it was going to be a demolition. Just because, I mean, Tampa looks like a real football, like NFL team, and we don't look much of that at all. Our receivers are trash, yo. Malik Traders, yeah, he's a rookie and all of that, but honestly, his character is a 0. His play on the field went from a 7 to possibly a 5.5 at this point. He is basically non-existent. He can't catch the ball and run. He can't get yards after catch ever. And he's not him. He's definitely not him. And I already knew that when he played against Washington for the second time. I knew Malik Traders wasn't him. When I seen him against the Steelers, I knew that Malik Galladay wasn't him. I am tired of this rookie talking like he's him.
I mean, it's kudos to me for what I've been doing on the field. So, the defense doesn't want me to, get a lot of catches, get a lot of yards. So, I mean, it's kudos to me. I've been doing, a really good job on the field. Though.
Kudos to me. Oh, well, all they got to do is just throw me the ball. I think I did a great job on the field. No, no, you haven't done no great job at all. Slayton was non existent. I mean, he did come back from a concussion, I guess. You know, he had the quarterback that, you know, hands the ball over 31 yards first half. Robinson is just a 45-yarder each game. At least he got yards after catch, Like you could see him making moves. Same thing with, Theo Johnson. He gets a few yards here and there. Tough kid, still a rookie. But Malik Neighbors, you trash, bro. You absolutely trash. I don't care how they hyping you up, bro. It's not a quarterback you need. You need to get better. And your attitude needs to get better.
I mean, it's kudos to me for what I've been doing on the field. So, the defense doesn't want me to, get a lot of catches, get a lot of yards. So, I mean, it's kudos to me. I've been doing, a really good job on the field. Though.
Or just shut up and keep playing. Because every time you talk, you're not a team player. I feel like my Giants are falling apart more and more the more I hear your post-game or before-game interviews. So you're a trash bag. Just shut up and produce. That's your job. 6th overall. Come on. You ain't producing.
I don't call plays, so I mean, I don't know. I mean, when you run the clock out in the first half, you're scratching in the second half to try to score points as many as possible. As an offense, you got to be versatile. You got to be able to run. You got to be able to pass. You can't pick between half and half what you want to do. But like I said, I'm not the play caller.
This was an absolute sad day. It was terrible. It makes me so mad. I'm so mad. Like every time I look at Brian Daboll, I just want to fire him. I don't even want him like around the team at all. Like he's just every time post game interviews, just the same thing, Shout out to them. They did a great job. We didn't do enough. Not good enough. Not good enough. But I thought you were gonna create a spark. The only thing you sparked with this one, Brian, is the conversation of, are you the right guy to be head coach of the New York Football Giants? That's the only thing we learned with this spark. So you sparked the conversation of maybe you're not the guy for the job.
And being around Tommy last year where he created a little bit of a spark for us, that's the reason why we're going with Tommy.
You've been terrible at everything you've done. We don't want you here. We don't want you anywhere.
Daboll!
You're fired. Get out of here. You're fired.
I'm tired of losing as a Giants fan. I'm tired of this fan base. This fan base, trash. Absolutely trash. Like, you guys are so trash that you probably blame Daniel Jones for today. 100%. And that whole tanking mentality, you sick for that. You're disgusting. Like, I don't even know what to say to you. This team is the second youngest team in the league. They have won 2 games. They don't know how to win games. What you think? They just gonna get this new quarterback and bam, everything is gonna change? Oh yeah, but look at Jalen Daniels. But let me explain something to you about Jalen Daniels or whatever his freaking name, Jaden Daniels, right? Let me explain something to you about him. He has lost 3 in a row so far. 3 in a row. He was on fire before, and now he has lost 3 in a freaking row. His entire staff, team, coach is brand new. Obviously brand new to him because he's brand new to the league, but the entire team is full of veterans that Quinn has brought with him, the head coach now. Okay, so this is a entire different team. The team around without Robinson, they don't look the same. Robinson is a tough runner. Eckler, a tough runner. Them two together, tough. Scary Terry, tough. Scary Terry has been catching balls from like 1,000 different quarterbacks. Never said a word. Never said the Malik Trader thing, you know.
I mean, it's kudos to me for what I've been doing on the field. So, the defense doesn't want me to, get a lot of catches, get a lot of yards. So, I mean, it's kudos to me. I've been doing, a really good job on the field, though.
Oh, well, kudos to me. I'm doing a great job on the field. He ain't never said that. Kept his head down and kept working. That's the type of people we need on our team. Like Scary Terry. But anyways, it's not just Jaden Daniels that just changed everything in one take. No, it's a team sport. The entire organization needs to be there. Needs to be on point. You seen our defense today? I mean, like, what was that? Like, why are we letting these 50-yard runs and 60-yard? Well, why? I don't understand. We missed one tackle and all of a sudden it's like a free field. You know what I mean? And same thing happened with the Eagles as well. It's absolutely disgusting. I'm worried because I thought we had a quarterback. We just need to fix the team. Now we don't have a quarterback. We are hoping to possibly get one on a draft or maybe find something out of Tommy. But what could Tommy do? Let's talk about the first half of Tommy. What could he do? The minute he stepped back, just like Daniel Jones, he looks up and 350-pounders are pounding him down. I mean, there's nothing to do. He's in a collision every time he gets the ball. And it's scary for him because he's a lot smaller than Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones has been abused for so long, but you barely even notice it because he's a big kid. He just absorbs it a lot better. It really sucks because I'm worried about who's going to be a quarterback. I've seen the Milroe kid. I haven't seen him throw too much. I've seen a few highlights, but I seen an interview with him. And that kid has a great head on his shoulder. So Milroe, I think it's Jalen Milroe. He looks like something possibly to have. But who cares? Who honestly cares? Like, hitting on a draft in the first year is gonna turn around. I mean, that's a long shot. Especially if your team is looking the way the team is looking today. That's a long shot. So I am very depressed. It's absolutely terrible. I don't think our play calling is good. I don't think our playmakers are making plays. I think it's a total destruction over here in the New York Football Giants. I'm not hopeful for the future. I wish we didn't let go of DJ. But obviously that chapter is over, so I'm going to root for him as soon as he finds a real team. And I really don't know. I don't know what to change, Like, who am I? I'm just a fan. We've been getting disrespected by everyone, by other fans, and our own fans. Our own fans are even more terrible than other fans. Because at least if you have our fans, you can, like we on the same page. We're going through the same struggle. We are depressed together. You would think so, but nah. I don't know what to say to y'all. I'm just gonna let Brian Daboll tell you the recorded message that's after every game.
Okay, certainly a tough game. Got out coached, got out played.
We played hard. We battled out there. It just wasn't enough. Fucking tired of that guy, man. I really am. Tired of this motherfucking team too, man. This is so depressing every single Sunday. And yes, on Thursday, on Turkey Day, I will be watching against the Cowboys, who just beat the Commanders. Wow. Gonna go in there with Tommy DeVito and probably give them their first win in their stadium this year. And we continue to break these shameful records. What a shame. Absolute shame. I don't know what to say anymore. I mean, this year has been over, but like the way it's, going to be over, sounds like Brian Daboll might not make it. Sounds like, I guess Joe Shane could still make it because there's a few like rookie bright spots, but I don't know. I don't know what we need because we need so much. We need a better defense. We need a better offense. We need a quarterback now on top of that. We got a running back, but we need an O-line. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's tough. It's tough. Andrew Thomas leaves and it's like the Giants left. And we got this high school team now competing with these NFL teams. I'm telling you, when I watched the Bucks versus Kansas City, when I watched the Bucks versus the 49ers, I was shocked. I'm like, yo, this is real football. I even watched the Steelers versus the Browns. I'm like, this is real football. Like this, they look different out there. I don't know why we look so dysfunctional compared to these other teams. But I was expecting this beat down. Baker Mayfield did the Tommy thing. That was funny. Everybody was like, hey, standing ovation for Tommy on the way in. And then after a few plays and started losing pretty badly. Couldn't convert one more time. He got booed out of there. Same people who couldn't wait for Daniel Jones to leave and Tommy to take the field couldn't wait for Tommy to leave the field. Giants fans, you guys are the best. Our team is the worst. Wow. Yeah. Terrible.
I mean, it's kudos to me for what I've been doing on the field. So, I mean, it's kudos to me. I've been doing, a really good job on the field.
Terrible, bro. Oh my goodness. Well, let's hope for the best. At least beat the Cowboys, right? We need one more win at least. You would think that the Cowboys are primed to get beat, but it looked like they might have changed their trajectory after this recent win. But at the same time, Washington is going down. I remember somebody said it in the comment section. They were like, the Commanders are the new standard of the NFC East. And he said that 3 games ago, 3 weeks ago. They haven't won since. I told him it was too early. You haven't set a standard yet. You haven't even made it to the playoffs to be talking standard. Yo, the Cowboys were 12-5 for 3 seasons in a row. What are you talking about? That's a standard. Who cares, though? Anyways, guys, be safe, do your best, and stay away from the New York Football Giants. This is not the team that we know. This is not Giants football. I don't know what this debacle, this Brian debacle is, but it is really, 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 really ugly. So good luck out there. I'm gonna keep watching and catch you on the next loss, I guess. Hopefully you'll win. Hopefully. It's Dallas, man. We gotta beat them. Please, man. Just bring one to the house, Tommy. Just one. On Turkey Day. Do us a favor, man. Do us a favor. Miss DJ though. But you could tell the size difference. You could tell what DJ could take and what Tommy can take. And it's a big difference. Even on the runs. One hand can grab Tommy like it's nothing. You put your hand out on on DJ. Oh, you might lose that arm for the season, yo. You know, my man's he's a tough cookie. He ain't no joke, man. Shout out to DJ. And thank you for everything you have done for this organization. Such a terrible organization. Anyways, fire Daboll. Let's get out of here. Guys, be safe. Do your best. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share. Tell everybody about Culture of Excellence. Come on, let's grow this channel together and hopefully see some brighter days for the New York Football Giants. Let's go, Big Blue.
Okay, certainly a tough game. Got out coached, got out played.
You've been terrible at everything you've done. We don't want you here. We don't want you anywhere.
Daboll!
You're fired. Get out of here. You're fired.